Assalamu alaikum. In this video, we will be discussing two core components of browser: network layer and rendering engine. Let's first talk about network layer. What does network layer do? As I have already discussed briefly about it, network layer, like, it just sends request to the server and gets us response from the server. How does it send the request to the server? Using protocols, HTTP and HTTPS protocols. And how is the request sent to the server? We, in the address bar of the browser, we write URL, and that URL is the address of the server. Like, that URL is then passed into a IP address of the server, and this request is sent by using HTTP or HTTPS protocol. So after server receive this request, server sends us response. So simply we see the web page open in front of us. But how does that web page gets opened in front of us? That's the thing which we will be discussing in rendering engine. So once the file is loaded, that response comes as a document. And what is in that document? We have like a raw data is returned in the document. That is like, because computer or browser understand the data in form of bytes. Raw bytes are this data is in the form of raw bytes. What happens next? That raw bytes are converted into the sequence of characters by using the given system, like character, how what system of the character encoding system is being used to convert those bytes into the characters. Mostly we use UTF-8. So those bytes are converted into the sequence of characters, and then those characters are tokenized. Tokens are generated from the character sequence. What type of token? As we see, like, HTML document is in the form of HTML body tags, different tags we are using, p, h1 and all that. So these tokens are returned in the form of these type of, like, tokens. These may be any tag, like HTML tag or body tag or something like this. These tokens are generated out of those character sequences. After that, for each token, there are created objects like this tag name, title, title is sum. So we say another other attribute is value. We have entered YouTube. So in this form, the objects are created from the tokens. And all for all the tokens, there are created multiple objects, and those objects are not useful so far for us. All the objects are structured into all those objects are structured, or there are established relations between those objects. Like, in the when we see in the browser, there are when we are using even JavaScript, we are using different, like, parents, children, and siblings, and such sort of we are accessing different tags through these methods. So this sort of relationships are established between these objects, and this is how the structure of those objects is created. And that structure, those after those relationships between those objects, there comes a model. So this is how the document is written, objects are generated, then model is generated out of that. So this is how document object model is generated. And document object model has nodes. All these tags are said to be nodes, tags, or even attributes. These are different nodes, and multiple nodes these are. So this is called list. Nodes list is generated from the rendering engine. This is how HTML document is rendered by using